Welcome back everyone. So in the last video, we have created a few end-to-end feature where we have seen one example of creating, performing some UI action in this website where we selected drop-down value, entered some data, click on the Ajax request button. We got some data here in this field, we retrieved it, and we made an actual API call with supertest library, Node.js library, and then we validated whatever we get in the API get call is matching with this UI whatever we receive here or not. And then we have seen an example of post call as well, where we hit perform some operation here. We selected this drop down with post option. We added some parameter for in this input box. We clicked on the button, we retrieved the text, and then we made a post API call and we validated the data. So if you see here, we have a code for get and we have a code for post. So this is what we have done in the last video. Now in this video we're going to see two things. One, will be see that how to use enum to make the code a little better, and then we will see how to use cucumber tags. So it will be a quick one. So first things, what we are going to do here, what change. So whatever we have written is working fine, but one you see here, this is a method drop down to select, and we have only this set of options to be selected: get, post, option, put, deleted, and there is no further option will be there. We know that we have only these API calls available, so only with these options we need to select from this drop down, no further anything else. And if you see, we have a method, so that was here to select drop down, that is select method, and the type of method we are passing as a string, right? Now string can be anything, so our goal is to pass only this option, get, post option, but we can pass abcd any random data here, still it will not give you error because whatever method we have written, if you go here, it expect as a string. So if you pass correct data here as a post, it will not, it will work fine the code, but there might be a chance that you do some spelling mistake or you pass some other more than required data, something which if any other tester working and using this method, they might use some different data to pass, so there is a chance that code will break. Also here I'm just using post, and for one operation here I did not mention any step to select this type, because once you load this page here, right, the default will be the get option here. So I have not created, I have not written here because by default it will be get only, but let's say that we are selecting get as well. So now if we pass anything again here also, it will not give you any error. Instead what we want to do, we want to control that what as a tester we should pass for this function. So I don't want to pass any random data here, any random string. I want to provide some set of value and then pass it as an input parameter. That we can achieve using enum. So if you see, there is a website here of a TypeScript where it talks about enum. There are different type of enum where you can define with numeric enums, where it says here how you can use it. Then we have string enum, and this is how you define enum in TypeScript. Now we are going to look into string enum only because we'll be using a string value. Okay, it is slightly different from Java, because we need to define the key and actual the value. If you don't define anything, it will be a numeric value by default if you just type like this, and if you type here up, down, left, right, the actual value will be 0, 1, 2, 3. That's how it works in TypeScript. So we'll be using something like this. Okay, so let's create an enum, but before creating, let's see what options we need to give in enum. So we'll give get, post, option, put, delete, and head. So what I'll do, in this src folder, okay, I'll create one folder inside this itself where we'll maintain all our enums. So I'll type enums folder I'll created. Now I'll create one enum file, that is will be api calls.ts file. Now this will hold all your API call types or whatever this drop down values type, because we're going to select either of this option. So it will be a TS file, and to create enum, as you have seen in the document itself, it is enum and then some name. So we need to say enum, and then I'll say API calls. Inside that you need to provide the value. So what are value? Get, post, put, sorry, put, delete. What else we have? We have patch, we have options, we have head. Options, and we have head. Right? Now we need to create type, a string type of enum. See, if you define like this, right, what will happen if you know access this get API calls dot get, it will give you value of 0. It will not give you the actual value of get, because if you see here, hover your mouse also, you can see here, right, get is equal to 0, because by default this will be a numeric type and it will give you 0 first value, and second will be 1, and third will be 2. Now I don't want that. I want exactly the same value which I am passing, so I'll just make this as a string enum. Right, so let's make this as a string enum. Head, let's format it, format document, yeah, formatted. Now this is the enum that we are going to use, and now this we can pass as a, okay, let me make it as a small, we can pass as a type, that just pass only this as a type in a function parameter. Right, but before this, if you want this to be visible outside, you need to add export here, so that it will be visible outside of this class as well. If you don't, it will not be visible outside. Now, so just add export and then enum, any the name of that, and then create enum like this. Okay, this is how we create. Now let's go to our step definition. In step definition, this is our function select method, right, which is in our page class, user page. We have different functions, but this function was used to handle this drop down value. Yeah, so now what we'll do, we'll not use any random data here, string. Instead, we'll tell that this API type should be of this API calls, so that it expect only this, either of this input only. So let's change from string to API and type, and it should auto suggest me. So if I type, yeah, it is auto suggesting. You have to select from auto suggest and save it, and it should import here. Okay, so it is imported here if you see, right? And now we have defined, it's not a normal string type. Okay, normally it's a type of API calls. That means only this value inside available will be allowed to expect. Now if you see, there is an error in our test, right? So if you come here, now if you see here, it is saying argument of type get is not assignable to parameter API call. So it is expecting not this type, but type of API calls, right? It will give you now compile time error itself. Now if you want to pass type, just say API calls imported. If you auto suggestion, if you select, it will auto import. So make sure it is imported, and this is how it will be importing in curly brace. And when you say dot, then it will suggest you whatever option we have, you see, and we want to make select get here. Similarly here in this, now if you pass any random data, it will not accept, it will throw an error. Okay, here, right, cannot find name. So you need to say again API calls dot, and here we want to make post. So these are the options available. Now we are controlling what user can pass whenever they are calling the method, right? So that is where we use enum, control user input and allow them to pass only certain set of constant data. So now user can pass either get, post, head, options, or put only. So we are controlling what any tester can pass when they are going to use this method. In that way, there will be a less chance to make any mistakes here, because we are forcefully telling only use pass this type of data. Now once you do this, code will still work fine. So let's try to execute and see how it goes. Now what will happen, I want to target only this feature file. Okay, see, we have made the changes, we have created an enum here, right? Enum here you have created, we have defined that enum in our page class, user page, wherever that method is there, right? To select a method, I have changed the type from string to API call, so that it expects only this type of value, and that I have done the update here, API calls dot post, API calls dot get. Right, now this is not necessarily you need to use in this select drop down itself. There are multiple scenarios, or there can be instance where you need to pass only certain type of data, you can use enum. So it is just understand how to use it, and then you can make use according to your requirement. So for our purpose now, because we know only we have to pass certain kind of data, only we should pass whenever we are calling this method, only these options. So we are just creating enum for this. Right, now let's run this and see if it is nothing is breaking. Now while running, I want to show you that how we can make use of Cucumber tags as well. Normally what happens when I say now to run a code, we are seeing from the previous videos from the beginning itself that how to run our test. So all we need to do is we need to say npm test, right? What it will do when you say npm test, it will go to package.json, and in package.json it will find this script name test. It will try to invoke this command npx wda conf which is nothing but this file, right? Now if it invokes this file, and if you see the spec section here, as of now I have defined that I'm telling that run all the feature file which is in under test and feature. So that means we are saying under test folder, under features folder, that is under features folder, any file with dot feature. So if I run this npm test now, it will run 1 2 3 4 all feature for files, right? I want to run only some set of data. Suppose you can I want to run only regression test case out of this, or smoke test. Based on that you can define tags, and that we can use tags for that, right? So suppose now this end to end is my regression suite, I'll say, for example, just for an instant you can say anything. Okay, now if you want to define, so if you want to define the tag in the on the top of feature, you can say add the rate, and you can type, you can just define any type. Okay, regression. Okay, you can say even this tag can be defined on the scenario level as well. So even for scenario I can say, because this scenario is for get call, I'll say get call, and this is for post call, I'll say post call. Now this is not necessary based on whatever. See, if you want to tag your scenario, you can tag your scenario. If you want to target the complete, if you want to tag your complete feature, you can tag the complete feature also, and based on this tag name you can execute whatever you want or whichever test you want. Okay, we can follow the pattern as well, but for now let's understand this. Now what I'll do, as explained, if I say here test feature, and if I run it shouldn't run all this feature file. Okay, but now I don't want to do that. I want to control with this tag name, because I have now defined the tag regression, and this is available only in this feature. So if you see any other feature, we don't have this tag, right? So we don't have any tag in other feature, right? Now let's say that with this help of with this tag I want to run only this feature file. One way is that you can go to configuration file again. Okay, and if you scroll down here, keep on scrolling until you get Cucumber ops section. Okay, here there is a section called tag expression. Here you can pass that tag at the rate regression, and now if you run this code, it will execute only this regression test, right? So you, and if you want to pass, you can pass multiple. So it says that here, right? Expressions only execute feature or scenario with the tag matching expression, and you can add comma, or you can provide this other expression and keep on adding multiple tags as well. So if you want to run one more tag, you can say add the rate get call, and it will run with that another as well, right? So you can define multiple tags here like this. Now in this way, one way is to run, but we can control this input from command line as well. We can pass this from, because see, normally what happens, end of the day you need to run all your tests from the CI/CD pipeline, and this kind of changes that you want to pass, you should be able to pass from the command line, so that you can control in CI/CD. Now so what I'll do, I'll not change from here. I'll not pass a Cucumber tag from here, from Cucumber ops section. Rather I'll directly pass from my command line. So if you want to target few specific Cucumber tag, whatever we have defined, suppose we have defined regression here, you have to say first hyphen, see, npm test is command to run, then space hyphen s hyphen, again space hyphen hyphen, then you have to say this value Cucumber ops dot, inside that which model, which variable you are using, tag expression. So you need to say dot tag expression. Okay, I think I didn't copy it. Okay, tag expression. So you need to say npm test, which is the command, then hyphen hyphen space, again hyphen hyphen, then we need to say this cucumber ops dot this tag expression and is equal to the value which tag you want to run. You can give in single quote or double quote. I'll say in single quote. So we'll say that only run my regression test with this. So it will be npm test hyphen 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 again cucumber ops dot tag expression, and then any of the target tag you want to run. Okay, so let's run and check how it goes. It should execute only this feature file with these two scenario. So if you notice, it says 4 workers started. That means it is finding the 4 feature file, but in actual it will run only one and it will skip all other 3, because the matching tag that we have defined here, regression, is in only one feature file, feature level. So it should run only this feature 2 scenario, and other all 3 should skip it. And get call performed. Now it's trying to perform put call. If you see, entering data and retrieving text, and it passed. Perfect. So you see, now let's have a look at what and all we have executed. It executed only E2E feature with these 2 scenario, get end-to-end single user and create user, 2 scenario. That means 8 step has passed, and if you see, 1 has passed, 3 has skipped, right? So total 4 it was targeting. A reason, because we have defined the tag at this feature only, in the feature level for this only. There was no other matching tag with the regression in any other feature, so it executed only this one. Yeah, so with this we have seen how to use enums to optimize our code, or better control user input. And then we have also seen how to use tags in Cucumber feature to target the specific type of scenarios that you want. You can target regression or smoke or any other type of testing that you want to perform for that particular specific feature. In next video we will try to see how we can use tags in example tables and target a different set of data for different tags. That we will see in the next video. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much.